Well, hi, Sagittarius. First of all, thank you so much for joining me. I am really appreciating the likes and the subscribes and shares. So please remember to subscribe if you haven't. You'll have 4 major arcana cards. I need to point that out at the very beginning. So the universe is definitely speaking to you. They as well had 4. And, there's 22 major arcana cards out of the 78. So this being, a good amount of your reading is a message or messages from the universe that they really want you all to pay attention to what they want to speak to you, divinely speak to you. And I'll go over each of these cards. So starting with the first one, you have 2 cup cards and the rest are major arcana. Scorpio had 2 sword cards, and I believe then the rest were major arcana. So let's start with the first one, and the Ace of Cups, one of my favorite cards. I mean, this is about feeling joy, feeling abundant, feeling happy, about your work, about who you're in love with, being in love with love. Your heart's open. There may be a new opportunity that comes your way, and it makes your heart sing. As you can see, here's the water flowing in this creek, and the fish is jumping. This card probably represents Pisces if I think about it. And I say that in the way of, I know that you guys, of course, are not Pisces. Some of you, watch your rising and your moon signs as well. Some of you may be Pisces in that arena. But I'm more talking about, it's a feeling card. Feeling your emotions, feeling your intuition. And of course, Pisces the fish, that's where I got that. So interesting start to the mid-half of February. But it's being happy, joyful about what's on your plate and where you are. The second card is the Queen of Cups. So you have the Ace and the Queen. The Queen embodies the essence of love and nurturing, emotional giving. She's the opposite of tyranny, of someone that's, unless, well, there's a negative side of every card. I'm going to go ahead and go with my next thought. She beautifies, unless she overindulges in, say, the emotions of life, which could be the addictive part of life, which could be, of course, food, drink, over shopping, overdoing anything, is, well, you know what, I'm looking at the card below. So that's real interesting that this has come up as I'm talking about it, because this is what's known as the Devil card in traditional tarot. Okay, so that was interesting. I said that. I didn't even look at these cards and examine them before I started the video. I just thought, well, I'll go ahead and talk about them. But that came up. So that would be the negative side of her, of overindulging in the emotions. And this card is about, it is the Devil, so it's about being bound to the human parts of life, staying in a job too long, where you're maybe making okay money, but you're not happy any longer. It can mean that. It can be being restless where you are, but you're tied to the money. You're tied to the because you're tied to the spending, and again, tied to what doesn't serve you, whether it's too much food or drink, like I said earlier. So that's interesting that came up, but she's surrounded by this ace. And so I'm feeling like this is a water sign, obviously, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. It hit me really, some of you are going to say, no, it's Pisces or it's Scorpio. But when I said Cancer, it felt like, wow, this is a Cancer woman. Well, it has the crab in here too. Interesting. So we have a lot of water and emotions going on at the beginning of your month, and she normally like I said, exemplifies and exuberates great emotion. She's loving, giving, nurturing. She's one that you would want in your corner if you were wanting to express yourself. She's like a psychologist or a therapist. She's warm-hearted. So let me talk about this for a minute, because this is the, see how this is the card below her. And see how he's setting the trap for this bear. It's called nature in this particular deck. He's setting this trap for this bear, and the bear's like right there watching him like, what are you doing? I'm right here. But you're just so bound into what you're doing, and you're not looking around. You're not seeing what else there is. So this is kind of like a caution card from the universe saying, you know, open your mind to what makes you happy, and don't. Oftentimes we feel bound more than we really are. It can be a physical thing. It can be too much chocolate cake, too much pizza with pepperoni or anchovies or whatever you like on your pizza. But it can be the feeling of bound to a relationship, tied to a relationship. And again, it does come below this Queen of Chalices, which is about love. So you all tell me, the people cards are interesting to read. So you all tell me who this Queen of Cups is in your life. Again, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So you all let me know, because there's joy around her. There's also strength. Another major arcana card, you got the Emperor. In this deck, they call him the Horned God. And he's, you know, his physique is great. He's been out in nature. He knows how to survive. He's an authority figure in what he does. He has his animals around him. He has support. And he leads the way. He leads the pack, doesn't he? A lot of times this card, too, can be someone that's in spirit that was, you know, either alive on this planet, or an archangel, or someone who's in spirit that protects you, that supports you, that guides you. So if you feel like, you know, you have a father or grandfather that's passed over and they're around you some, probably so. Major Arcana card, so you feel protected. It's almost like he's protecting these emotions a little bit too. She doesn't need much protection. She's pretty well, she stands on her own stone. She has her own stone to stand on. It's just one. It's the biggest one. Her cup runneth over with great emotions. And so below this Ace of Cups, which is feeling fun, feeling happy, feeling joyful, feeling emotionally wonderful, is the Star card. Major Arcana card. The Star card is about the sun, the moon, the stars are aligned for you. This is you reaping the rewards of your self-awareness. The Star card comes along when we feel like we're really doing an awesome job. It's kind of like a pat on the back, attaboy kind of thing. You know, and if no one's doing that for you, then give that to yourself. Create your own attaboy pat, right? You know, turn on some music that you like. Enjoy where you are, because this is angelically blessed. Here's the beautiful star, and she's in the water with her wonderful wings. She's feeling here we go with water. Lots of emotional ties the second half of February for you all, Sagittarius. And this, again, I've been telling all the signs this, and I may have said this at the beginning of your February, but especially with so many major arcana cards that you all have, that these cards are going to take you all into the spring, into the summer, possibly into the fall. Oops. Because these are guided messages of acknowledge your self-awareness, acknowledge your light, acknowledge where you are in your life. Attaboy pat on the back, attagirl pat on the back. Give yourself roses. If you didn't get them for Valentine's Day or whatever flowers that you love, or buy a flower. An acknowledgement of you and who you are. I talked about this card. It's interesting that it's in the mist. But, you know, life is not perfect, is it? So, you know, if I ever draw 6 cards and they're all wonderful cards, well, it's like, you know, that's not real life. Life is not perfect. And so I oftentimes like to see a little bit of a cautionary, or, you know, what is it that, what else can you take a look at that you may be able to do different kind of thing. And that's what this card is about. Because your last card is the Sun card, your 4th major arcana. And the Sun comes out after there has been rain and storms and thunderstorms and volcanic ashes and tidal waves, and then everything finally clears. And after we've done a hard day's work, it's been a hard day's night. For any of you Beatle fans, excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold on top of everything. So thank you for listening to me. But you can see how the sunlight is on the thatched roof and the sunflowers, and it feels very warm and cozy. The wagon is down because there has been a lot of work to be done, and it was done. The harvest was sown. And so this card comes out to you saying, again, job well done. There's light at the end of hard work. You've earned it. You've earned every bit of it. So, you know, fly into the sun. Shed your bright light that you have here and here. And these two. Look at how they diagonal and how they work together. So the Sun and the Emperor are touching each other. The Sun is below the Emperor. It's just to give you more strength. These 2 women get my attention, her and her. They both have long hair. This one's a little bit reddish blonde, and this is blonde. Doesn't make any difference. It's just that they remind me of each other. Their faces are drawn alike. They're very confident, both of them. So I feel like whatever this card is around you, this may actually be somebody else in your life that's having issues with, you know, it could be too post-traumatic stress syndrome. I just got that. So this is not going to be everybody, but I'm just saying if you know of anybody, this doesn't always just, it's not always just the military. Post-traumatic stress can include other types of situations that have caused that. So you have so much positive around you. You know, there's always the healer, the therapist, the person that can help you with that. And this guy is always there for you. Okay, let's draw some clarifying cards. This is out of this deck. 5 of Cups, another cup card. All right. Well, 5 of Cups is paying attention to spilt milk. It's like the, you know, Who Done Me Wrong song. Crying over spilt milk. Again, looking at what's gone wrong in the past and not paying attention to what you do have. And, you know, it may have been that some of you all have experienced that a little bit. Why didn't it work out? Well, I think you'll see good reasons why maybe the relationship didn't work out, or the business venture, or the client. And you don't have to cry about that anymore. The Ace of Pentacles comes up. So you have 2 Ace cards, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So Possibly new news of business ideas. You maybe feel feeling real inspired about a business opportunity that comes your way, or someone talks to you about a new idea that they want you to come in on and be part of. That's awesome, Sagittarius. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, well, this is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And these two kind of remind me of each other. They're different decks, but they both have that warrior type of look, right? I mean, this guy's like a warrior. He has his horns on. This guy has his horns on. So it could be a couple things. This guy could be maybe he was a earth sign, if he's a spirit that's crossed over and was human, or it could be that, you know, this Knight of Pentacles comes in and he embodies the father figure. He's ready to take on new experiences that involve manifesting, take new roads to making money. He's in his prime. Why not? And then the Queen of Cups. Well, that's where I'm going to stop pulling the cards. Not because it's not good. It is good. She's come up twice now. She came up in this deck. This is her in this Greenwich Tarot deck. That's what this looks like on the other side. And with the other one, this deck, Hanson Roberts. So this queen is very important to you all. She's, or can be. It feels like she's either a person, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or she embodies the essence of the nurturing, loving, warm mother self. So it's like you have the mother and the father right here. Interesting. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Interesting. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to add these up now. So 1, 2, because all the court cards are 1, 2, 4, 6, and 17 is what, 23? 23 and 15 is 38. And 19, what is 38, 19? Okay, so is that 47? No, 57. 38 plus 19 is 57, yeah. Okay, so 5 and 7 is 12. And 1 and 2 is 3, so we're really having to deduce, aren't we? But that's okay, because 3 is about hope, optimism, cheerfulness, creativity. Again, 3s are expressive. This could be about you all expressing yourself, your expression coming out, your authentic you, wanting to speak who you are, right? Okay, and the 3 in the traditional tarot is, and I know I should, oh, wow, the Earth Mother, so, which is the same as the Empress. You have some feminine energy in your spread this 2 weeks. I will say, Sagittarius. Well, you have some masculine too. You do have masculine, but you also have, both. Interesting month. So the Empress is a woman who gives birth to new ideas. She can give birth to a baby. So again, the creation, because you end up with the sun after your hard work and after all that you do and you acknowledge yourself for. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. I hope I added that up earlier. I'm going to do that one last time. 19 and 15 is 34, and 17, 51, 56, 57. Okay, hold on. 19 and 15 is 34, and 17 is 51, 55, 56, 57. Yeah. Wow. Okay, good. So I just wanted to make sure before I ended this reading, 5 and 7 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. All right. And it made sense, though, the expression, the optimism of both of these cards really stand out. Okay, Sagittarius, if you'd like your own personal private reading, you can go on my website. the magical, excuse me, well, it is both, but let me give you, it's my name, taraventura.com. If you've been watching me a while, you know my name anyway. But you can go on my website and look for the sort of orangish, reddish button that says order a reading. Or you can email me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. I so appreciate you all watching today. Have a great rest of the month. Leave some comments below. You had a super duper major arcana spread here, so I'd love to hear from you. Okay, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.